Angry Inch is back with a new informational video. What's up for today is, are relics worth it? So for those of you that don't know, relics do generate gold when placed in a monastery. Okay? And I got my stopwatch out to figure out how much gold was collected in 1 minute. And it was 30 gold per minute. That's pretty interesting. And I got a second one, just curious if they would change it. And it did not. So 60 gold total per minute gold was collected. Now, just to kind of like make it a little bit more interesting, I put one, don't know if it's really interesting, but put one in each and got 60 gold again. So there we go. It's pretty standard, the 30 gold per minute per relic. That's great, but I didn't even know, like, how much is that? Like, relatively, I'm not sure. So I got a villager, and for my first test, I did it with him in the castle age with the 2 gold mining researches and the handcart and wheelbarrow. He collected 28 gold per minute. So that's 2 less than the 30 gold that was collected from the monastery. So you can see that the monasteries are looking pretty good. Now let's say you were just in the castle age without the 2 researches, so you just had the gold mining and it's called gold mining, the first one, and the second one's called gold shaft mining. They both give a 15% bonus if I am correct. So let's say you just had the first mining and the wheelbarrow. The villager will collect 25 gold per minute. Okay? And if you're in the feudal age with no researches, so feudal age or dark age, he collect about 21 gold per minute. And then again, these are tested when he starts right at the square, starts mining, and goes 1 square back to the mining camp and goes back uninterrupted. So if there's a lot of congestion, you know it's going to slow it down. Okay, now for my next part is, we got to determine, so the 30 gold per minute is relatively a good amount, right? But we got to figure out, they cost 100 gold to create, so you got to factor that in. If you're just going to go get them for the relic, then that's got to be taken out of the equation. But let's say he's going to go get a relic, and we got to figure out, like, what's an average distance? Well, let's say for this situation, I said from here, where the monk's standing, all the way to here. Okay, it could be further, could be closer, so you're going to have to use your own judgment. And he walked all the way over there, came back, and it took almost exactly 2 minutes. So that kind of gives you an estimate. They are slow, but 2 minutes really isn't that long. In my opinion, as long as you send them into a safe area, you're not risking too much. And it's going to be worth it, because let's say you pick it up at maybe the 25, 30 minute mark, and the game, let's say, just for the situation, lasts another 20 minutes. That would produce 1 relic in 20 minutes would produce 600 gold. Minus the 100 gold that it costs, that's 500 net gold. And if you were to pick up 2 relics with 1 monk, I mean, that's another 600 gold. So you can see it starts adding up very quickly. Also, let's say the game lasts longer than 20 minutes. That's just going to be a lot of gold. It's going to be very valuable when all the gold piles run out. Okay? And just kind of a fun fact. If I didn't know if a monk carrying a relic is faster, or if a monk carrying no relic is faster. So I tested it out. Let's see if I can get it on the first try. It took me a few tries. And there we go. They look to be going at the same speed. And so yeah, I did a few tests and I couldn't find a difference. So we'll say they go at the same speed with and without a relic. And probably for my favorite fun fact, I had no idea where the relic would go if a monk died in a leaky transport ship, as they would call it in the campaign. So let's say the transport ship gets destroyed. So let's go next to this castle and see where this relic goes. My guess was it would be to the nearest land that it could go on. And no, it does not look like that's the case. And yes, look. It looks like where the last spot the monk was on before he got onto the transport ship is where the relic would go. And if you don't believe me, we can do it again. Here we go. And for the final test, let's get into that transport ship. And let's go over here. And while I have a moment to talk to you guys, I hope you like my widescreen. Thanks to the Turk, man. He helped me get that figured out. And we can see over here I got the small trees patch as well. Gonna be great if I do some more commentaries. And I hope you like my mic. I got a new mic as well. Hopefully it sounds a little better. And for my next video, if you didn't watch, I'm going to be going over trade carts. And I would love to hear from you guys. What should I test out? What are you interested in? I'll definitely do some calculations, figure it out. And yes, check the description. Okay. Hit me with that bombard tower, please. Okay, I'm just going to delete it. And yes, right there, back to the first spot that he got on the transport ship. And one last quick note that I forgot to mention is that the Aztecs get a 33% relic generating bonus. Therefore, instead of collecting 30 gold per minute, they get 40 gold per minute, making it extremely attractive. Point being, if you're Aztecs, go gobble up those relics and you're going to win the game. Alright, see you guys for next time when I talk about the markets. Alright, bye.